This is my official phone call flight video. What am I gonna call this? Phone call flight. Flying. Getting services through the airline companies. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna do it. This is gonna be good. Hey everybody. Today I am calling Frontier Airlines. We are taking a trip here in about a month or so. We have our plane tickets booked. Since Braylee does have autism, there's always going to be a chance that she has a really tough time on a flight. We want to make sure that we have everything set up prior to our arrival to the airport. One of those steps is to call the airline company to make sure that everything's set up with them. The main thing that I'm looking for when I make the phone call is to be able to make sure that we're sitting together and if possible without a row in front of us, because Braylee does kick the seat. My goal with the phone call every time is to get at least the seats together. Today when you fly, most airlines do not assign seats anymore. I'm hoping this just helps somebody out there, you know? So I'm gonna make the phone call. I've done it twice before and have not run into any problems. We'll see how it goes today. We've used Delta and United Airlines. Both of them were very accommodating for us. We had no issues flying with them. So yeah, let's do this.
How can I help you? For example, you can say flight status, manage reservation, baggage.
Manage reservation. I'm just looking to see what we can do for my daughter. She has autism and we're flying with her. I just want to make sure that we're prepared when we arrive for our flight. Is it possible to make sure that we can sit with her? Just because she does like can kick the seat in front of her. Is there a way to get in the front row, like the first row where there's the wall? Okay, and we would talk to the person at the gate. Thank you. That's all for now. Thank you. You too. Bye. This is the first time they said to talk to the actual counter person when we arrive. They did say at that point we could get the assigned seating. He said that we would get priority seating. Yeah, sometimes I don't explain myself the best, I would say. It works out. I'm not 100% satisfied, so I'm going to actually call back probably in a couple days to make sure that that's the only option. The reason calling back in a couple days, I don't want to get the same person. I just want to make sure we're good. We always call the airline company at least a couple weeks in advance to make sure everything's good, like everything we can do is set. I do know that every airline is going to do things differently too. And then we'll also call TSA. It has to be within 72 hours of the flight, and then they'll have someone set up to where they'll meet us when we arrive at the airport to go through security checkpoints, to help with bags if needed. They're really there to help us with whatever we need. We've used TSA Cares every time we've flown, so we're just going to continue with that. The more information that I can relay to you guys, the better, I think, just because you guys might want to travel too. I think that everybody deserves the chance to go take vacations, to travel. This is our third time flying with Braylee. First time, we're obviously nervous about it, and it turned out pretty good. Second time, she slept pretty much the whole time, both ways. And this time when we're on our way back, we're gonna be flying in the middle of the day for the first time. She's probably gonna be awake. I always want to make sure that we're getting what we need before we fly. I would always recommend to call sooner than later. If you guys have any questions about air travel, we may or may not be able to answer them. We do have some flight experience now. So let us know if you guys have any questions, or if you want to fly, if you plan on traveling but you're worried, let us know if it's just something that's really stressful, like just thinking about, like maybe it gives you a lot of anxiety to think about traveling in an airplane. Just let us know your thoughts about air travel and any questions you may have. Hey everybody, I made a call a little while back and I wasn't completely satisfied with it, so I'm gonna make another phone call. I just don't think I worded it right last time. So I'm going to try to word it a little differently. Sometimes it all comes down to how you word things. If I just use the word autism when I call, I don't think that everybody knows exactly what that entails. I'm going to say autism, yes, but I'm going to also say she has the disability. of autism, something like that. Disability is the one that carries in our world. That's the term that is universally understood. So that may be what I go with. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I'm terrible with phone calls. I am not a good talker on the phone at all. Really, like, I have this plan for saying what I'm gonna say usually when I call, and that never goes the way as planned. If there's a voicemail, that just turns into a disaster. Hi, I am looking to see what I can do for our upcoming flight next week. We're flying with our daughter who has a disability, and I'm wondering what options we are for seat accommodations. She has a hard time sitting for long periods of time, so she might start like kicking the seat in front of us. Is there a way to get a row where there isn't a row in front? Or is there anything that we can do? Like, do you have anything for that? We would be okay with paying for one of the seats if we have to, just so that we could sit together. It does help when we're both there. There's some good hold music. You're not even in there. You're not even dancing. I want to make sure. What for? I selected 2.
Maybe he had to change it. But
Departure
then why?
A, B, C, F, E, D.
Yeah.
Did we get a refund then?
I don't know.
Where's 4 at?
Look at the map.
They moved us back here.
Yeah, he's probably like, we can't do it up there. But then I better get a refund.
Why did they move us back? Delta and United was much easier process than Frontier. With Delta and United, all I had to do was call and pretty much say what I said over the phone. They assigned seats for all 3 of us every time. This time, they're only letting us, only one of us can be assigned to seating. So we had to pay for an assigned seat for either me or Stacy on both ways. It comes out to be a little more expensive. It was a little confusing because we picked our seats for row 2 because there was 3 together there, and we wanted the leg room, the stretch room for Braylee so she's not kicking somebody's seat. They came back and switched it. Not sure exactly why. I couldn't understand him completely of why he switched it. It sounded like it was going to be a free selection, so I don't know what's going to happen. I'm hoping we get a refund because we paid for those seats, and now those seats that we actually got are not what we paid for. Overall, we're not like sure exactly what's going to happen yet. We're still a week away, and I am going to call back if we don't see a refund within a day. Usually it takes a business day for refunds to go through. We picked these 3 right here. And after we picked for him and paid for him, he said something about, I can actually do this for free, and moved us here. And this is after I told him a couple times that legroom is a problem because she will kick someone's seat. It ended up being free, and we got these 3. I mean, we have flown.
The same thing we've done before.
We've flown like this before, but Braylee is like a foot taller, I feel like, the last time we flew.
And for one of the flights, it's not her sleep hours.
And she's not going to be sleeping, and she does get really wiggly. These people in row 3 might not be very happy. I can't really judge them based off of a phone call. We actually need to fly with them and see how they are. We'll see how it all goes. It's already another day, so I'm continuing my airplane conversation video. I talked about it a couple minutes ago for you, a couple days ago for us. We have not gotten our refund for the seats that we purchased. These are still available up here. I'm gonna see if I can still get these. Maybe we can just get that switched back to here. Either way, we're gonna
Drop papers.
we're gonna drop stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna make yet another phone call to Frontier and try to get this figured out. I at least want our money refunded. I mean, it's not a lot of money. We're missing about, I can't do math, but about $40 each way. We're missing about $40, maybe more. I don't know. I'm not a math whiz, but
Understatement of the century.
I mean that could have been paid for a whole bag to come back from Florida, like stuff that we buy at Disney or something. Back to my
Post.
my post. Got to get that good winter Christmas feel right here. That tree right here. Manage reservation.
For email itinerary.
Other update.
Okay. Updated existing reservation. Please hold while I transfer you to a flight representative for assistance.
I'm getting good at this. Hi, my name is David. I am just calling about our seating arrangements for our current flight next week. I actually called a couple days ago. We're traveling with our 7-year-old with a disability, and so we had assigned seat set, but the one that we got, we ended up getting charged for the extra seat room, even though we're in the regular seating area. And the reason too why we had the stretch room seating is because our daughter, she does tend to kick a lot on flights, and we wanted to make it so that she couldn't reach the seat in front of us. A better flight experience for her when we have that extra room, because she can get pretty agitated when we're holding her legs down. Perfect. I just got hung up on. I'll wait to see if the changes are made, and if they weren't, I'm gonna have to call again. Hi, my name is David. I just was on the phone with the representative and got disconnected. So I was just on the phone with another representative about getting my seats changed to row 2. We initially had requested row 2 on our very first phone call. We have a disabled daughter, and we needed the extra room, the extra leg space. But when we checked online for our seats, the next day we were placed in row 4 instead, and we're still charged for the row 2 seats, and we're just seeing if we can still get those row 2 seats. I don't want to keep recording because that would have just been long and boring. I've been on hold a lot in the last, I've been doing this for like almost an hour. I don't understand why it took 3 people to get these
4.
seats. 4 different
Because
people?
your first guy was like, no, that doesn't happen. Check in at
Oh
the
yeah,
check desk.
that took me 4 people to get these seats. Whew. That we actually paid for 2 phone calls ago. Okay, so I got the confirmation email. We have our seat assignments. We do have the extra room. So that's gonna be good for Braylee, because she won't get agitated with us when she can't flex her legs out. There was one flight where she was awake and she kept kicking the seat in front of us, so we were holding her legs down, and she was getting really agitated. Now she's a lot taller.
And more irritable.
She can get more irritable. Like I would be upset if someone was holding down my legs. So it did take some effort this time, yes, but it got done. That's what matters. The person I talked to last sounded like more of a manager type person. Like it was there. I wasn't even put on hold that much with her. The last person.
So
We're
help
okay.
me God, if we wake up and they've switched it back to row 4, I'm gonna be so frustrated.
We're back to row 2. Whew. So yes, we are paying a little extra for those stretch sheets, but I think it's going to be extremely worth it. We'll see how the actual flight experience goes with them. This is not any type of sponsored video. I'm not doing a review for them. I'm just sharing our experience with flying with different airlines. Probably where I went wrong previously is I didn't speak to a manager when things got confusing. But hey, we worked through it. We got the seats we need. We're sat together. Talk to you later. That's it for this video. What's next? Actually do a review of all 3 airlines now. Maybe I'll make a review video of all 3 airlines after our flight.
Ooh.
Yeah, when we get back, I'm going to compare United, Delta, and Frontier for you guys. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Pound it.